Take it out. Okay.
The director's name, Steve Marshall.
Okay, we have a director. His name is Steve Marshall. Good. Did you learn anything else about Mr. Marshall? Yes.
Yeah, why he came to El Paso?
Why did he come to El Paso? Okay, what about the animals? Why did he come to El Paso? Did anyone find that out? Yes?
That he couldn't find any other zoos that have doubled their size in the last 5 years.
Okay, so we learned something about El Paso Zoo. What happened to it?
It doubled in the last 5 years.
And have many zoos done that before?
No.
Okay, so that means there's something good going on in our zoo, correct?
Yes.
Good. Anything else that you learned about our zoo? Yes.
He wants to add new areas and new animals.
He wants to add new areas and new animals. Good. What else?
Bigger environments.
He what?
Bigger environments.
Bigger environments, and that's going to be better for who?
The animals.
The animals. Good. Okay. Now we're trying to convince Mr. Marshall to include our snake that we studied, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Did anyone learn anything about that area? Did any of you see anything about that what they're doing to the reptile area?
No.
You didn't see anything there? Okay, we might have to do some more research on that as well, right? Okay? Because what are we doing tomorrow? Who can tell me what we're doing tomorrow? Yes.
We're writing a letter to the director of the zoo.
And what are we going to do?
We're gonna convince them to put our snake in the zoo.
We're going to try to get them to put our snake in that zoo, aren't we? Okay? Very good. Yes.
They're adding one new reptile,
They are adding one? What reptile are they adding?
the Komodo dragon.
Ooh, we're going to add that. Do you know when? Did you read anything about when? That might make it more interesting to go visit the zoo, right? How many of you have ever gone to our zoo? Most of you? Majority of you, right? How many of you have gone within the last year? I haven't even gone within the last year. It's been a couple of years. All right, good. All right, excellent job. All right, ladies and gentlemen, what we need to do, great start today. What we're going to do now, ladies and gentlemen, is you're going to use that as your exit ticket out, so don't lose that. Make sure your name is on it. I need for you to go ahead and get your team set back.
So they've been doing research on
Yes.
who they're going to write to and what
Yes.
all that kind of stuff as well. Okay.
Would you be asked to take maybe a field trip in, or
That would be awesome.
just,
Yeah,
especially?
You know,
would be
you know
awesome.
what, the reason I asked how many had gone to the zoo, because several years ago, we took a group of 8th graders out there, and I cannot tell you how many had never been to our zoo,
I can,
okay?
even at high school.
Yeah.
And so, but
Well, I
so,
wonder if Mr. Marshall, I mean, who knows, but if you contact him.
and he's
he
only
would
been here a
come
little
here.
while, yes,
Maybe
would
he
that
would
be
come to your
awesome?
classroom.
You know, I've tried to see if we could get someone maybe that works in the reptile area to come in, but they charge a lot.
Or Skype session. I was gonna say,
you could
Skype them
I mean,
in.
that's possible
We could.
if,
That's awesome.
With the,
Do the
we
Muhammad
could do
thing,
that,
you know,
right?
Bring them out.
yeah.
Mhm.
Because if they can't get here.
I also have, well, last year I had a man from the Poison Control Center, and he brought all sorts of spiders and snakes and stuff to the class.
Oh, that's
So, you know, but he only had one snake, and I'm scared to death of snakes.
Yeah.
Okay. But the kids, I
You're
wanted to make a
sacrificing.
topic that the kids
You
would
know they
really
love
get
it.
interested in.
Yes, yes.
You know, and they love all the creepy kind of stuff, so that's what we do.
Take one for the team.
Yes, I did.
That's
I even bought one just for that.
That
one? Yeah, just for the thing, yeah. Last year we did spiders, and I had this 4-foot spider that I had.
Oh my.
also.
Oh, that's
Cockroaches one year, yeah. I get
Oh
all-
goodness, yeah, you're,
I get all the creepy things that the kids like.
yeah, that's right.
So, but it's good though, because it makes
Relevance.
forces into, yes.
Yeah, relevance and engagement, that's right.
Pardon me?
That's right.
We have a colleague at UTEP, Dr. Ron Wagner, who
He does
has,
that stuff.
well, he has, I want to say, tens of thousands of bugs at UTEP. And some of them are like rare, and if you go into the room, it's loud and it will scare you to death. Like the big cockroaches.
Oh, they're like alive?
So he's somebody, he brings them.
Oh,
basement
what-
down
oh, perfect.
By any
You
chance?
The connection.
might regret it when
It's
you.
okay, I know I'm scared, but you know what? The kids love it.
That's so great.
He's a science educator he trains science educators, so he loves like his.
So you're gonna try to get him to bring the hissing cockroach?
That would be
or
awesome.
something?
Oh,
Yeah.
He has big tubs that he brings out.
that would be
Email
awesome.
me and I'll
Thank
connect
you so
with him,
much.
and
Okay, thank
I'll let
you.
him know too.
Okay, great.
So-
Thank you. That'd be
Oh,
awesome.
that's great.
Yes.
That's great. He's relevant on Mars.
definition of picture on there. And then we can refer back to it as we go through, because we're barely starting this chapter, so this is like just very introducing it. And so it's there online for them if they need to go back and, what does that word mean? Boom, just boom, man, let's. Yeah, exactly. And everyone's different. PowerPoint all in one place, they can all see each other's, share. There you go.
The names are different colors so that it helps me target the students that I need to build different reading strategies on. For example, if I have 4 students who need to strengthen in fluency, then I put those 4 students in maybe green purposefully so that I can call the green group over and that I have them come to me for a workshop on a specific skill that they need strengthening on. While I'm doing the workshop with those students, the other students are working on their challenge or their DIYs, which are other strength building activities that are going to lead them into meeting the standard expectations, but at the same time, it's information that and resourceful information that they're going to be using to be able to target their challenge. Even though my students are separated and color-coded based on their needs, when they're out there in their groups doing their DIYs, they are stating with different skills. They're at different levels. They have different creative talents, and so no one group is at the same level.
And then they'll ask for questions, okay?
Hi, I'm here with Christine from Headpart TV. Sorry, Christine.
Hi, Jeannie.
How are you doing?
Good.
And you have some fish questions for me.
Yes.
You on here at Headpart, this is our fish section. Got a lot of fish. Swimming. Wait, thank you. Down the line. And then you can ask me your questions, okay?
Okay.
These fish right here, they're called non-aggressive fish. That means they're. And then we have semi-aggressive fish, and those are kind of nice, kind of not. And then we have over here aggressive fish, and those are the ones that don't always get along with each other. Okay, did you have any questions about those ones?
Daniel, can you ask me a question, please?
How?
Hi, my name is Daniel.
Hi, my name is Daniel.
Oh, I can't hear you.
Stand up and go to the. I'm sorry. Go ahead, just speak into the thing.
Hi, my name is Daniel, and
Oh, no, hold on, I can't hear you.
Okay, it's on their side, they can't hear us.
oh,
Miss Patricia, can you hear me?
Daniel, speak up.
hi, my name is Daniel, and what my question is that how do you keep mosquito larvae out?
Okay, mosquito larvae only grows in stagnant water, which means water that doesn't flow, and it also grows in warm water. So if you have water that's not moving, that has no flow, that's when the mosquito larvae start to come. So as long as you have water flow and water, the mosquitoes won't grow.
Okay, Mariah, can you stand up and talk loud? Our microphone isn't working on their end.
What temperature does the water have to be at? Is it like what type of fish it is that there's a certain temperature?
Okay, did you ask what temperature the water needs to be?
Is like if there's a fish, is based on like what fish there is there a temperature for each fish? I don't know.
Yes, say yes.
What temperature?
Hold on, I have a little hard time hearing you.
What's the temperature supposed to be in the water?
Oh, okay.
Thank you.
For freshwater fish, the temperature needs to be between 76
You might
and
want to write it.
86.
Write it down.
And the reason why is because fish are cold-blooded. Whatever temperature the water is, that's the temperature that fish is. And they do best, and they're at their healthiest when they're between 76 and 86 degrees. Also, when the water's warm, that keeps parasites and bacteria from growing and making fish sick.
Genesis.
Did I answer your question?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, we have one more question. Genesis, like lean right here and talk. The microphone's on there.
Why are some of the fish so aggressive? 75.
She asked, why are some of the fish so aggressive? Thank you, Genesis.
Oh, okay. It's just the type of fish. So most aggressive fish are cichlids, and they're in the cichlid family, and they're territorial. So what they do is they defend their home. They make a home, they pick space, and they defend it. What's really cool about the aggressive fish is that they protect their bait.
So did you experience like some problems building it first?
Yes.
What were some of the problems you experienced?
That when Miss Rosanna tried it out yesterday, it lifted up a little bit because from under because it had little holes.
Okay, and how did you make the house stronger?
Putting stuff inside.
What is that extra stuff that you used inside?
Paper.
Good morning, Ms. Daniels. We would like to interview about framework.
Okay.
We have 3 questions. So the first question is, what are your students saying about your framework?
The students are actually very excited to be working within the active learning framework, and they have a purpose really to come to school every day. It's exciting because they're solving real world problems, and they get to kind of be in charge of how they learn the objectives of first grade. Like they get to be in charge of, if they're unfamiliar with a science topic, they get to say, I want to learn it with Nearpod, or I want to learn it from a book, or I want to go do research on my own. So they're really excited to be in charge of their own learning.
So they're independent.
Very independent, yes. And the classroom is very student-led. Thank you for saying that, because they're student-led and they like to lead their own classroom, and they're in charge of the
That's
classroom.
going
And
to help them also with middle school.
absolutely, yes. That's an important middle school.
My last question, how does the learning framework help us facilitate students in learning to collaborate and communicate effectively?
So the active learning framework really empowers the students, and you mentioned facilitate. So as a facilitator, I am the teacher, but I'm also the facilitator of learning. So I'm kind of on the side if they need assistance, if they're struggling, if they need more assistance with the learning objective, they'll request a workshop, and I will facilitate their learning. So I will guide them through. I will show them where to go to get the knowledge. So I don't know everything as the teacher anymore. It's not everything I know they learn. They learn more now because I'm able to facilitate or guide them to where to go to get learning, whether it be online research, through books, through talking to experts in the field, through Skype in the classroom. We've talked to many marine biologists and zookeepers, and we talked to a Minecraft novelist. And so really I'm connecting them to experts who know more than I do, and I could never give them what I don't know, right? So it really empowers the students to be in charge of their learning, and I just guide them there.
One of the ways that I've been able to help out with the active learning framework is by having teachers get a novel study that ties in with the curriculum, and then we've been lucky enough to actually be able to bring the author to not only come and talk about their book and writing as a profession, but they also have done small group writing workshops with our students, and that allows the students to gain experience with seeing how what they're learning in school can translate into a career and a creative endeavor, and it's really, really engaged the kids in both their English classes, their history classes, and every aspect of involvement, and it's been awesome.
I would have to say the biggest thing I've noticed about my daughter is the fact that she comes home talking about what she's learned during the active learning framework projects. And this comes completely voluntary. I don't have to ask her, how was your day? She comes home excited about what she's learning. And not just that, but she comes home letting me know what she needs to bring to school in order to complete her project.
Hi, Gold Cohort. My name's Erica Green. I'm a dual language teacher in 4th grade here at Putnam Elementary. And we'd like to share a little bit about our active learning framework experience this year. Like everything else, change is hard, and it's an adjustment for all. But we have here at Putnam had the opportunity to work well as a team, and that's what exactly the active learning framework requires, that we as teachers also collaborate and use our best practices in order to provide our students the opportunity to take ownership of their learning, which is exactly what the active learning framework does for our students. And so with that said, I'd like for our own students here at Putnam to share a little bit about their experience, because who better than them to tell you how active learning has been for them this year.
It's really, hi Italia. Hi, I'm Italia, and it's really fun for active learning with Ms. Green because she loves to make us work together so we could all learn together and visual a lot of things. Visualize, yeah.
Hi, my name is Olivia, and I'm glad to have Ms. Green do interactive learning. She makes it very fun for us to learn interactive learning.
Hi, my name is Omar, and I think this year with Ms. Green was very fun because she put us roles in our table so we would work better together.
Hi, my name is Valerie, and Ms. Green made something called Math Workshop, and that helps us understand more about the concepts we're learning. Hi, my name is Abigail Lopez, and I like Workshop because there's so many fun things to learn about, and Ms. Green helps us also with Workshop in some of the groups that we have to learn.
Hi, my name is Alessandra Escobedo, and I agree with Italia. She taught us how to communicate, work together. We learn from each other when we're in groups, and that's why I think Ms. Green teaches us active learning well.
Hi, my name is Pablo, and I think that it's fun acting reading because she always talks to us about growth mindset, collaboration, team groups, and that kind of guides us to the right way.
Hi, my name is Sebastian, and this year with Ms. Green, active learning has been really well because she has been putting us in teams that help us work together.
So you've heard it from the students. They are the ones who live it day by day. Of course, it does take a lot of planning, preparation from our part as teachers. And like I said at the beginning, just like everything, it takes time. And it is not something that you should expect to do in one day. It's a learning process, it's a growing process, And it might seem a little frustrating at the beginning, but just know that you see the fruit of your labor when you know that your students are learning and they're showing a lot of growth in all areas, not only academically, but socially. Good luck, Gold Cohort!
You know what, there's a glare, let me pick it up.
Have you heard the lion roar? What do lions eat? Are lions endangered?
As a below.